Hello all, my name is Pawan Meredith. I am Professor at Construction Management Department, Kansas State University, Marietta, Georgia, USA. I'll be presenting the paper titled 3D Simulation Game for Teaching Concrete Formwork. The paper ID is 27 and my email address is pmeredith@kenisa.edu. Coming to the outline of this presentation, I'll be introducing the motivation for this project and then I will be discussing about the objective of the study and methodology and limitations and conclusion. So coming to the motivation of this project, I have been teaching this concrete course for some time. This course focuses on design, material takeoff, and construction aspects of concrete formwork. 3D visualization is a very useful tool to teach these concepts to the students. One of the approaches to facilitate 3D visualization is to incorporate site visits. For the last 2 years, COVID has forced us to adopt online mode of teaching and the site visits have been rolled out. Even before COVID, we do have challenges to incorporate the site visits in the class because of the class schedule. So because of this lack of site visits, students are not able to visualize these concepts and it is disengaging the students. Then how do we address these challenges? So to address these challenges, we thought, let us use 3D concrete formwork simulation game in the course. What are the advantages we have with this simulation game? So this simulation game will create visual and kinesthetic learning environments as well as it actively engages the students in the learning process in both person, face-to-face and online mode. This visual rich learning environment will provide the student required visualization skills and enhances their performances. This game will be useful and it will be able to help them to create ubiquitous learning environment. For example, anytime access facilitates the students to learn at their own pace and promotes learning environment beyond the classroom boundaries. Coming to the objective of the study is to develop a 3D concrete formwork and explore its usefulness in teaching the design, assumptions and material takeoff and construction aspects of the concrete formwork. So the methodology includes 2 steps. The first step is developing the concrete formwork simulation game and then evaluation and usability study. So let us see the development process of this simulation game. So in this simulation game we have developed the slab formwork concrete game. The typical components of the concrete slab formwork includes sheathing, and these are supported by a set of beams which are referred as joists, and these in turn are supported by a set of beams which are referred as stringers, and the stringers are in turn supported by a set of vertical members, those are referred as columns. So using these assumptions, using this as our case study, we have developed the game. Okay, and in this game development process, the sheathing has been designed by using plywood, and we use lumber for joists, shorts and stringers. So the game was developed using Unity's 3D software. It has 5 modules. So the main menu, shop menu or shop module, cut module, assembly module and finish module. So let's go in detail about these modules. So on the main menu, when the player enters the main menu, so this is how it shows. This is a screenshot where they will be able to see the elevation views and plan views. Okay, so using this, the user will be asked to estimate the material takeoffs. And this is the shop module. So this portion of the game will test the player's understanding of the concepts of material laws due to resizing, cutting and the necessary additions to the material dimensions for proper construction of the formwork. And it also judges how well the student maximizes the usage of these components to reduce the wastage. For example, the player will be asked to input the amount of each type of material which he or she believes to be necessary for completing the formwork with a little waste as possible without having to return the purchased materials again. The sample screenshot is shown here, and here the students will be able to enter the quantities of these different materials. Once they enter, they will hit the buy materials button. Once they purchase the material, they do have an option to go to the cut module, and this component will be able to help them to cut the material to the required sizes which are required to build the formwork. So players must account for the excess material needed for the proper construction. And based upon the purchased materials from the shop module, the player is presented here with the amount of the materials. Here this gives the materials what has been purchased, and using these materials they will be asked to cut whatever the lengths, and here they will be able to enter the sizes of the materials and the number of pieces what they want to cut. So once they make those cuts, and they can go to the assembly module. So here the assembly module, the player will be asked to construct the formwork needed to complete the concrete slab. So here at the bottom you can see the list of the materials which have been obtained from the cut stockpiles. Okay, what they cut stockpile, as well as from the shop module what they have purchased. So here the material stockpiles will be dynamically updated as the player utilizes the material. And to facilitate the students or the users, to guide them where the material has to be placed, the components, a ghost image of those components have been displayed in blue color. So when the students snap the component, the material changes into the material assigned material color will be appeared on those components. So the player will have an option to go to the cut module or shop module depending upon their needs. However, each visit will be contributed towards a penalty. So the results module. Coming to the results module will be able to show the results of those. So here, as you can see, each of these different modules are being graded. The shop module is graded based upon how efficiently the materials have been purchased, and the cut module will be efficiently considering the wastage, and the assembly module focuses on the construction steps or the sequence. So, and the game has been evaluated by conducting different play test sessions. We conducted around 12 play test sessions, and the students were asked to play the game, and then they were asked to take this survey. So where we were asking them to assess the usefulness of the simulation game, okay, and they were asked to rate their satisfaction on the five point Leica scale. 1 is strongly agree and 5 is considered strongly disagree. And the results of the survey results shows that the usability study results are like this. So as seen in the figure, so here they have been displayed that most of the students agreed the usefulness of this game in learning their concepts about the formwork. And about in the same survey we asked about ease of learning to play this simulation game. So this shows the results, and here most of the students 87% agreed that it is easy to use. So coming to the limitations and conclusion, so the test has been, or this game has been evaluated by using only 12 test sessions. So more evaluation is required by playing more test sessions, and currently this is simulating only the slab. So we will be focusing, further studies has to be required to expand this study to different components of the wall formwork and column formworks. And in conclusion, this 3D simulation game has a potential to make a paradigm shift in teaching and learning process of the concrete formwork. And this step will This will be a learning step to design furthermore components. Thank you.